Welcome into the Fan Speak Network. I am your host, Justin Bruni. Joining me, as always, is my co-host and partner, Mr. TD King, Mr. Andrew Raub. How we doing, sir? How we feeling? How was the sunshine? How's the beach? How's the ocean?
Good, buddy. Good. Yeah, it was fun being over in the Bahamas. My first time outside of the great nation of the USA. It was cool though to see some other culture. The Bohemians definitely know how to live it up. They live on island time, but they make some damn good food over there. So it was a great time. Nice, relaxing trip for us with the kiddos and with the fam. So, but man, I tell you what, it sucked not being able to draft. I got in two slows because I was told I could draft over there as long as you didn't get logged out, right? So I'm over there, and day one, I'm like, oh, okay, I see my things. I'm making my pick. No big deal on the slows. Then I log in day two, and it's like, oh, I wonder where I'm at. It logged me out, and I don't know why. So I was like, oh, I guess I'm gonna have some semi-auto slows here. And then finally, I got back into the States on Saturday and looked at my teams, and one of them was in like round 10, the other one was in like round 6. So kind of both of them kind of going a little slow. So I was happy that I didn't get a ton of non-wanted picks, yeah, I mean, it was still fine, but I'm ready to get back into the streets, man. I was itching to do some drafts when I got back. So
Did you have your rankings set up for the potential auto draft?
yeah, I do. And I also have, in there, again, PSA for anybody who doesn't, but you can go in and set your limits for each position. So I have all that set in, as a pro should, obviously. So if you haven't already done that, you should definitely go into your settings and set that just in case something like that happens to you and you can't draft. At least you're not going to come back and have like 6 quarterbacks.
That does help. Got into a draft last night, 1 a.m. draft. Guy had Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Lamar. And a fourth. It was really bad. It was
Let's check in with the chat real quick. As always, disbanded brotherhood with the dot. Hartman, GM, Sup Hartman. Mike Robb, I said, damn, that dude got B-slapped by the sun. I did get some sun. The sun is definitely hotter over there in the Bahamas for sure. We lathered up with sunscreen. Helped for a while, and then it didn't, obviously. I said Rob got roasted, literally. Steve checking in. How's it going? Sup, Steve? Steven WC23, welcome back. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Legend in the making, in his own right, as always. Meg checking in. Gotta love Island Time. Andrew does look tan and refreshed. He said that was me. Wiles checking in the chat. Wiles, shout out to him. Going to have a kiddo real soon, his first. So
nice.
we might as well get him while we can, because he might not be able to hold those eyelids open for any live drafts with us.
Yeah, enjoy the sleep while you still can, brother. Enjoy the 8 hours while it's still breathing.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah, just been in and out of the streets here. We had Jeopardy last week. We're gonna have Best Ball Jeopardy again this Wednesday as well. I believe we've got Sean Mitchell versus Who Hames. Hopefully they're in the chat tonight as well. Would love to see everybody in here talking it up, getting after it. We are going to jump into a Best Ball Mania 6 draft here. Andrew, I believe we're sticking with the 20 seconds, correct?
Yep, I'm cool with 22nd, brother.
All right, sounds good. Before we do, let's go ahead and smash the like button, follow the Fan Speak Network, and share the video. Let's get into it.
And if you haven't already, it is a absolutely fire time to go sign up for the Fan Speak Best Ball subscription. It's now live. You guys have been asking for it, waiting for it. It is now live, just $34.99 for the entire year. Link is in the show subscription. Get in there. Got rankings, articles, sub-only streams as well. If you guys want to win a massive amount of money, such as Steve, such as Meg, go in, get those rankings, steal their players in these live drafts. It is the thing to do.
The encouragement.
You will not regret spending $35. I mean, come on. It's not that big a deal, right?
It's for
a good cause.
365 days. Come on now.
For a good cause. Do it for the kids. Our kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So if everyone is ready, again, we will go in and do the BBM 20 seconds. Make sure you're clicked on the 20 seconds. Bruni, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Let's ride.
Oh, all right. Count it down, everybody. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. entering in 7 more to start. Absolutely fantastic room
6
to get
more.
into.
Let's go, chat. Let's go. Get in there. Get in
Pop
there.
it in, fellas. Pop it in. Meg says, haha, Al Boogie signed up and said he's coming for Steve. Yeah, that's exactly right. This is what you want to do. You don't want to be in these rooms with Steve and be like, what's this guy going to do? You can go in and just be like, oh, you know what? I see his rankings. Let's look at his team. He's probably going to go, bam, sniped. Now, Steve probably will no longer be in the chats. He's like, I'm not drafting with these people who have my rankings. But nonetheless, we'll all see him in the finals.
I'll be in the finals. It's my turn. Why can't I be in the finals? Maybe I get a slingshot this time.
You got to. Yeah, but if you get a slingshot, then how am I going to win?
Come on now.
He's like, oh, yeah.
One time.
2 more to start. You know what? I might as well pull this up on the screen here as well. Let's go over here. Drafts. Active. Bazinga.
1 more to start. Steve with the shake and bake. Yes, sir.
Shake and bake, baby. First you got to shake it, and then you bake it. Oh, such a great movie.
Andrew in the 2. I am in the 8.
Steve in the 11.
The 11.
Where Mike Robb? What is this guy doing?
Howard.
Putting the kids down? What? Mike Robb just no longer getting in with us. Oh, this guy. Wiles not even in. Who's this guy?
I mean, they just want those plus EV drafts. You know, not everybody wants to smoke for $25. Steve's willing to slingshot us though, Steve, or block us. Get out of here. All right, active drafts. Let's get to it. We were talking about it a little bit before the show. Schedule release dropped last week. Anything that stands out to you for week 17 and week 15 through 17, I should say?
Man, I'll be honest with you. I didn't get to do a ton of digging again with the fam. Was trying to, push the reset button, not take away from them while on vacation. So I honestly haven't done a ton.
Sneaking away to the bathroom to look at your commander schedule. Like,
well, it's funny. Once I got logged out, I couldn't even get logged into Underdog at all to look at anything.
Yeah.
Barkley, Bijan.
Gosh, what will you do?
JJ. I'll go Barkley again. Yeah, so I really haven't done a ton of research into it. I have seen people on Twitter talking about it, seen people in the Rams schedule, in the Falcons schedule. I did see the scheduling, I don't know if it's PFF or whoever puts out they ranked hardest to easiest schedules. So a lot of the good teams got some hard schedules this year per that data, now obviously take that with a grain of salt, but I mean, are you letting any of that data scare you off of some of these me either, right?
No.
I mean, it's cool to look at, but I don't really think it means anything, to be honest. Now some of the teams that got really easy schedules, I think I buy into the easy schedule more than I buy into what is a hard schedule. I saw the Niners have the easiest schedule. It's an interesting team. I haven't went super hard on the Ninos yet here. Might start dipping my toe back into the Niner pool a little bit.
My last draft, I did Purdy, CMC, Juwan Jennings stack. I like that, and I had DJ Moore on there too. They have Bears week 17.
Wiles says he missed it. I mean, brother, it was open for so long. What were you doing?
Missed what?
The draft.
Oh yeah, I mean, come on, we said 7. We 7.
Jeff T says, I'm currently able to shake and bake with you early morning watching for me. Appreciate you, Jeff T, as always. Site says, is the overlay live?
Well, that was the other thing that you missed last week was, best ball tools. They are the doom of us all. The apocalypse is now. What was it? ETR dropped a solver program app platform. I don't know. Chop it up to bad branding. I don't know. Everybody was calling it a solver, like it was going to make your picks for you. People were just making a bunch of assumptions.
I did see. I did see.
So you caught that. You saw that part.
Yes, people were just besides themselves about it, and I'm like,
it was just crazy. Let's see. We'll get HN here.
Jeff T said last year the Ravens had the hardest running back schedule and he ran for nearly 2,000 yards. I'm only 50-50 on preseason schedule difficulty.
I've never invested into strength of schedule. I mean, for me, the week 15 through 17 is just all about correlation and stacking. That's all that it is.
It is, yeah, and I know we're all going to hear about it from every single channel. Week 17 is all that matters, and
no, it's
that's
not.
true to a certain point.
I think when the schedule preludes it, I think this year's week 17 schedule is completely wide open. There's very few matchups that I dislike. I really think that the money is going to be made this year in weeks 15 and 16 as far as like the type of creativity that we're going to need. And we kind of talked about that before, obviously without the schedule. I just think that there's just so many back doors for week 17. Like there's handful of matchups that I like.
Yeah, and again, like it's not actually I'm on the clock. Well, hold on.
If anything, I might not like the Wednesday games, like the Christmas games or the whatever Christmas is this year, because you got games on Christmas. That might not be something I'm that into. But I feel like we had pretty decent Christmas games last year still.
Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah, I don't know. Week 17 does matter. I understand this, but if you don't get to week 17, it doesn't really matter. Like, and so many things change over the NFL season that you just can't like only look at week 17. 15, 16 do truly matter. So I mean, that's just, PSA for everybody, but I think people are understanding that obviously now, but yeah, just you don't have to go so hard on week 17, I don't think, but that's just me.
Yeah. Thursday is better than Wednesday, that's for sure. It's they're used to that. Last year where they're playing on a Wednesday, I think it's just like ridiculous on the players and the expectation of the performance. It's the NFL, it's not the NBA.
Yep.
And even the NBA is bitching about, we play too much, we play too often. Like,
yeah. So Mike Rob said, "Hey, you left the country. I tried to help Bruni out. One day, maybe he will see the light of day. But I tried to help him for once."
He did. I'm there, Mike Rob. You also have a lot going on as well.
Jeff T said, "There's so much parity in the NFL and teams change year over year. I've seen it work, but SOS is most beneficial for mid guys who could become top 10 if things break their way." Definitely. Steve says, "We've almost seen more like skinny stack week 17 without the QB hit the last couple years. 2 years ago, the Lamb and Monroe team won, but dude didn't have either QB." Yeah, I mean, like it's just, what they say, there's 1,000 ways to skin a cat. Like you can definitely win without having to go so hardo on a bunch of stacks for week 17 and game correlation. I think it's important to have a little bit, but I don't think like you don't have to go like personally, like I don't like when people are drafting and they're taking way less value on things just so that they can get the stack or the correlation. Like, if it falls to you, it falls to you, right? Or if you got to reach a little bit, couple picks, fine. But like I've seen people reach for a correlation like a whole round and a half ahead, and it's like, I mean, what does that do for you? Truly, like you're just losing out on value in my eyes.
You can't build the optimal lineup. The optimal lineups are going to be the ones where those are falling situations. You're getting ADP falls, and your team build is lining up for playoff success within the schedule. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
Yep. Bruni, catching up on what our teams look like. So through 3 rounds, I got Barkley, Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison kind of go, elite running back here build. Probably going to wait on running back for a little bit here, depending on how this draft falls. You currently are sitting with Malik Neighbors, Devon Achane, Josh Allen. Steve has Amon-Ra, Christian McCaffrey, Lamar Jackson, and has just picked Xavier Worthy as well. Bruni,
why you copying me, Steve? Why you trying to copy me?
For you, are you looking at taking more running backs toward the top here, or are you going to also be trying to get things at the end?
I'm just playing the board, brother. Like I have my rankings dialed in here, and I'm just trying to get the values where I can. This is someone that I'm going to pull up the board just because I've been taking a lot of DJ Moore. So I am going to pass on him this go around. I'm going to go Cortland Sutton here, and I feel like that was kind of a pull up the board. But I'm just trying to be more creative this year. Like I was very strict last year about the ADPs and trying to get late QB and, really trying to build like late round tight end. Like I was very strict early on, and I'm just trying to be a little bit more fluid this year. Advance rate, took a dip from, what it was, BBM 4 to BBM 5. So trying to change things up and, not be so strict on, how I want to attack value. Cause I do think that even now, like this is a great year to buy into late round tight end. I just don't want to overdo it. I see a lot of favorable late round ADP for tight end, and even a ton more for mid round RB. I just want to keep mixing it up, just kind of keep everything fresh from draft to draft. Some guys that I have taken like consistently so far are Ashton Genty, DJ Moore. Started off a lot with Genty round 1, Moore in round 3, whether that's like DJ Moore built into, like 0 RB, or he's like the first guy. I've had him as my first receiver drafted 2 times through 6 drafts. So I'm going to pivot off of him a little bit in this one.
Oh, man. James Cook just sits there and sits there. He is now 9 picks past ADP. I kind of want to take Kittle.
He's at the top of my board as well.
Yeah. Oh, man. No, you know what? I'll take Cook. It felt that way. You know what I mean? Like I didn't anticipate doing that, but falls that way to take a little value on the old James Cook there. See if that pays off. Let's check in on the chat a little bit here. I saw some questions and whatnot. Al Boogie checking in says, I grab CMC whenever I can. Talking to Meg there. He said he's going to move up a lot. I do think we do see him maybe move up a little bit here. Maybe not a ton in my eyes, but a little bit just because of what the schedule does look like for them. Steve says, I agree, Mike. It's pretty likely 1 or 2 early Chiefs wide receivers overvalued. He's talking about this question Mike Rob had where he says, legit question, Rice and Worthy both won't hit, right? Like, I don't see how Mahomes supports consistent scoring for multiple players when the offense is usually plug and play. Steve's obviously agreeing with that, saying especially if Kelsey and Hollywood come anywhere close to their ADPs. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they support 2. I think you can definitely get one of them to be okay. And obviously, Hollywood Brown as well down the board a little bit. Don't forget about him. So, interesting, to think about that. And we have the same thing with T-Law and BTJ and Travis Hunter as well. Like, do both those guys get supported to their ADPs? Wait and see, but maybe not at that point. Jeff T says, if you want to be creative, pull up Donovan Peoples-Jones to the first round.
No, I'm not trying to get shit thrown out. I took Emmanuel Wilson my last draft. I thought that was different, MVS wasn't really that different of a pick. I think he's very different now still. I still like Sam Darnold MVS late round.
Yeah, Meg just agreeing with Al Boogie that she likes getting CMC, the top wide receiver to start.
No, so CMC, like I've put him where you see Genty on the board. Genty is up where Gibbs is, and I have Gibbs probably closer to where CMC is right now.
Stephen WC says, do y'all prefer 2 QB or 3 QB builds? I prefer 2, but it all depends on the build for me. Like I do prefer 2, but if I have a elite guy and can get another mid-ish guy, like I'm sticking with 2. If I take a elite guy and then a real late guy, I might try to get like 2 later ones and have a 3. It is based on what my roster construction looked like at the time, what kind of stacks I have, and who my top quarterback is. If I'm not taking anybody in before like CJ Stroud or something like that, then I'm definitely probably taking 3 at that point. I know Steve and Meg are definitely both in the 3 QB build, pretty much, like Steve's saying here, 75% of the time. Hey, to each his own, right? I mean, the team I did get to a BBM finals was a 3 QB build. So, I mean, there's room for both to get there. Obviously, you're probably a little safer floor with the 3 QB, but, obviously that's taken away from a skill position player. So it really just depends on the build for me. I'm just trying to make sure that my roster construction looks correct.
So I did one with, what was it? Lamar and Baker, and that feels really good. When you do Lamar and Baker, or, even like Josh Allen and Dak Prescott, I feel like is still a really good twosome, or Josh Allen and Jared Goff, because they're so far separated by ADP. Jared Goff still has top 10 upside, and very good spike week ability. So 3, like a good 3, like if I did like, Brock Purdy, Dak, they're kind of around the same ADP, maybe Trevor Lawrence, something like that. I wouldn't hate. I just don't love building in the question mark guys into the 3 QB builds. That's what's concerning. Like the idea of even Anthony Richardson right now is just like so, daunting, because you just have no idea what to expect. But like him and Dan Jones are just pretty much both, late round upside rushing QBs right now, right? So it's like, you can go either direction. And for all we know, they could split games completely down the middle.
Yep.
We don't love Richardson for his pass ability, but he maintains great upside just because of what he can do with his legs.
Right. Yeah, Steven says, I do both, but a lot of analysts like 2. Al Boogie says, I'm a 3 QB myself. Can't afford for your QB to have a bad week and not move on. Yeah, I mean, definitely. Like, I have nothing against 3 QBs. I prefer the 2, but I usually like to try to take an elite one. Now here, I haven't taken one yet, so I might, just kind of back myself into a 3, depending on how these things fall. Let's give me Caleb Johnson. Take him over Judkins. I like Caleb over Judkins personally.
Well, I mean, the Browns' backfield is, a bit demented now.
Yeah, I still like Jerome Ford. I know a lot of people are kind of like throwing him to dead.
I do too. Scroll down the board for me.
Oh, my bad. You right?
All good, player. All good, pimping.
All good, pimping. Yeah, I mean, I still like Jerome Ford. I haven't seen like a ton of glowing stuff about Dylan Sampson. Jerome Ford, people are like, oh, he's not going to be the starter. Like, has he ever really, other when Nick Chubb went down? Like, you're still drafting him at what he has been for like his career, right? Like but you're getting him. He's way late in the draft now. It's like, to me, it doesn't make sense. I still think he should be definitely drafted over Dylan Sampson. I know people like the flashy rookie stuff, but Jerome Ford, they know that they can just rely on him, right? And that I think that goes a long way with a coach. So for me, it's Ford over Sampson for sure.
No, I agree with you. I have him way up my board versus his ADP, but the situation's not good.
No,
because I mean, it's just going to be a committee. I mean, there's no reason to. And how bad I think that team is going to be with inconsistent quarterback play. Like, I'm not saying Flacco is going to be awful. He obviously has some chemistry with Stefanski. The play calling, they were able to make some magic happen, make the playoffs a couple of years ago. So I think there's still something there with him, if he is under center, but God only knows if he's going to be the entire season. A couple of bad games and it could be anybody's show.
Yeah. Is Aaron Rodgers going to be the quarterback for the Steelers?
I think it's either that or the Saints. The only reason I think it's not the Saints is because I think the Saints are in like the Arch Manning running now. I think Alvin Kamara can get traded. I just think they're done. Like, I do not believe in the Saints right now.
Yeah, Meg says love Caleb Johnson, perfect for that team. Yeah, Tyler checking in. Yo, sup, Tyler? How are you doing, buddy? Mike Rob, so I know we all love drafting on the Lord's app Underdog, but how much volume are you doing on the other 2 apps? I mean, I'll probably do a little bit of DK just because I think I have some cash over there to spend. So probably do a little bit of DK, but pretty much all Underdog for your boy here. We can't do drafters in Pennsylvania, so I'm shafted out of that one.
I have some free money on fast drafts that I need to use. I haven't done it yet.
Jeff T says Jerome Ford has fully guaranteed contract. So does Zach Moss, which is why Dylan Sampson and Taj Brooks are bad picks, in my opinion. Contract favors the old boring vets. I agree with the Ford one. Obviously, I don't necessarily agree with the Zach Moss one. He's
just got to be healthy. I mean, they need another body there. So like Zach Moss just needs to be healthy. That's all.
Fuck. Sorry. Why the fuck did that guy just take Kyler Murray?
To block you.
Oh, yeah, Trey McBride. Okay, I walk it back. He has Trey McBride. I walk it back. That's my bad.
Pull up Justin Fields. Do it. You won't do it.
I'm thinking, you know what? Give me Igbuka.
This dude better not take Justin Fields from you, dude. I wouldn't have risked it. I think Igbuka would have been there. And if not, Jaden Higgins or Trey Harris would have been there.
You ain't wrong. Oh, my God.
I told you. I told you to do it.
Again, it just doesn't make sense for him to do. Jesus Christ.
It does, because the guy sitting next to him has Garrett Wilson. People are pricks. I don't know what to tell you.
You know what? Give me Bo Nix just because I know I can get some.
You son of a bitch! You did it to me. You did it to me.
Hey, man.
Just take Justin Fields when I tell you. Oh, my God.
As the league turns, brother. Hey, sometimes you just got to do it.
Oh, my God.
Also, I'm not looking at your team. I did not know you were going after Bo Nix. Sorry.
Oh, man. Unreal. I tell him, I give him the whole playbook. Hey, dude's gonna take Fields from you. He just fucking takes my Bo Nix, you bastard.
See, people come for the drafts, but they stay for
the snipes.
for the snipes.
God damn it. I'm just gonna take Bo Nix. Fuck you. Damn it. I look as red as you do now. Holy shit.
Oh my god. Oh Jesus. What a terrible turn there was for me.
Yeah, that was something for everybody.
Steve says domino effect. It's a butterfly effect, baby. One thing happens and it all comes crumbling down.
Sorry, Steve. Had to do it.
Oh, Jesus. That was awesome.
Got my first Scatabo share.
Oh, does Steve know how to draft anybody else in this range?
I took Najee Harris at 89. His ADP is 110. That pisses people off.
Jesus. Dude, no way was that dude going to take Justin Fields. Like, how it just makes no sense. But again, we have to remember that the people we're drafting with aren't fully coherent on their team builds. I do have to remind myself of that. Oh my god, that's so funny.
That was not funny. I hate you. You did this to me the last episode too.
I did.
You did this again. Oh my god. It's ridiculous.
Oh shit, man. So good. Great content there. Where's
something,
Mike Rob?
He's something all right. Something all right.
Andrew's still wondering why people don't want to draft in his drafts. Either some Leroy Jenkins shit or he does. Yeah, someone either Leroy Jenkins it or he does. That's yeah.
Steve got me back. I was going to take Mark Andrews, but I'll take Evan Ingram. I'll take Evan Ingram. A little friendship stack. Jesus, I knew it was you, Fredo. I knew it was you.
Oh, Bruni, you couldn't even leave me Evan Ingram?
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, dude, that is just beyond awesome.
It's my fault. It's my fault. I had to take Najee Harris ahead of ADP instead of taking.
It's my fault, I guess.
Unreal.
Oh my god, so awesome right there, dude. That was absolutely incredible. Great content, Bruni. Can we need to clip that and just put that out there.
That's
clippable right there.
That will probably
somebody clip that for me if you can. Go back and clip like when the guy takes Kyler and I say fuck all the way through Bruni having a meltdown. That would be absolutely incredible if you could send that to me, please.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude.
But also you have to have the subtle like, hey, draft Fields right here. Like, hey, like you got to draft Fields right here. It's this dude's gonna fucking take him from you, you bastard.
Hey, at least I can get Marvin Mims.
Yeah, at least you have that going for you. At least you have that going for. I mean, that's a good one. That's a good stack. It's a good stack to have.
Oh shit, dude. My stomach hurts.
Yeah, no, that was
awesome.
Right, bastards.
Ugh.
I don't know what I'm doing now. Completely ruined my draft. Let's see what we do here. And then he takes Jack Besh. Unreal.
I figure I might as well if I'm going to go full Bruni here, I might as well just do it.
I just looked. I have him at like pick 83. It's wild.
Year 3 and Andrew is now turning on Bruni. Chad Candle's checking in. What's up, Chad? Go back and watch, Meg and Chad on Friends of Best Ball. Wait, yeah, that was last Friday, right? My everything's all fucked up with me on vacation. Yeah. Yes. It says Fields is one of the most unpush around the turnbull guys. Yeah.
And someone just got me on Jordan Love, that rat bastard. We'll go dome CJ Stroud. Dome Stroud.
If you guys haven't already signed up for the Fantasy League Best Ball subscription, I know we already talked about it, but for the next 5 people, or now I think we have 3 signed up recently. I think two more in there, and we will pick two of those people to win a rookie Jaden Daniels taking the league by storm rookie card, and a rated rookie Optic Malik Neighbors rookie card as well. Sorry about my light here. I'm gonna turn that off because that's annoying to see it like that. There we go. Oh, taking the whole thing down. Yeah, Malik rookie, and obviously Jane Daniels rookie card as well. So 2 of the subscribers will be taking one of those cards home. If you haven't done so already, go over, sign up, $34.99 for the entire year. Get all the rankings, shows, all the nice stuff that is in there. You will not Hate it. You will love it. And Tyler Warren and Tucker Kraft and Jake Ferguson all going off the board. This is not good. I was hoping a tight end would fall back, a.k.a. Jake Ferguson. Should have known Steve. See, if I was looking at Steve's rankings, I would have known he was about to take Jake Ferguson. That's what you can get with the best ball overlay, guys. You would have known what Steve was going to do. Jeff T says Fields is one of the most. We draft him for his rushing, not his passing, guys. Oh, shit.
Shaboy. There he is. Shaboy.
Oh, nice. Nice take. Nice take.
Well, I have to get some sort of stack with Allen. Yeah, big run of tight ends there. Tyler Warren to Isaiah Likely. Again, the push on tight end this year feels nice. Feels nice. Still cutting it up, though. Still cutting it up. Been drafting any Travis Kelce?
I'm taking some.
Haven't taken
little bit. Little bit. All right. Now, here's the question: is if I leave Penix there and take Pitts, is he coming back?
Well, he has Fields in May, so that kind of feels like a Penix pick because I know that you say that Penix doesn't have rushing upside, but I think he does. Don't you do it,
dude? Yeah, how wild would that be? Just take Dallas Goedert. He's sitting right there for you. You need another tight end, brother. You got one. I'm about to scroll down the board too, by the way. Yeah.
Oh, receiver. Jalen Knoll. Now he got me. Cool. Never draft with your Penix. I heard you said that you wouldn't do a second draft.
That I wouldn't do a second draft?
That's what I heard. That's what the word is.
What? How many likes we got? What are we looking at, Bruni? Can you see it?
No, I can't.
No, Jesus.
Oh, Lordy.
First time?
Oh, Lordy. No, I'm keeping the tabs down because my internet was really bad. I was freezing before the show. It was not good. No bueno.
It was not good, Bob.
It was not. So I was like, dang, we got to keep these tabs down.
Steven WC23 says, another question, 2 or 3 tight ends. I know it depends on other factors, but which do you all prefer? Again, I prefer 2, but as you're saying, like it does matter on which ones I have. Like now that I have Pitts, I'm going to need to take 3. Like I'm not taking only 2 with Pitts, not having any down here. So I'll be taking 3 this time because my first one came in the 12th round. Yeah, I mean, again, it's all based on build. If I get an elite one, I feel like 2's fine. Just depends on what my other needs are.
No, it's exactly the same as quarterback.
Yep. Agreed.
It just depends on the strength and where you start. I mean, if you start late, then you get 3. If you start early, you get 2, And that doesn't mean you have to do like, oh, I drafted, Brock Bowers, and now the only other guy I should draft is like, Dallas Goedert, or Cole Kmet or something like great and late is good, but you can also go, great and mid and, still be pretty happy with what you leave with.
Okay, there goes Gino. I was kind of hoping he'd fall back. Take that as my 3rd QB, but did not happen, Broomdog. What do you think about that? Geno Smith going over to Matt Stafford. You like that?
People are really down on Tua right now. Like he's just like not going to do anything at all this year. It's going to be Devin Achane again. Tyreek Hill doesn't matter. Jalen Waddle doesn't matter. I mean, we already knew that. At least the Jalen Waddle part. Jalen Waddle's like way down my board. He's like near like I think Rashid Shaheed territory. He's way too high for me.
Roshan getting a little bit more love now, by the way.
Yeah. I almost pulled up Roshan right here, but again, he's been one of my consistent clicks through just a few drafts so far in BBM. So
if people have been listening to us all off season, we've been talking about Roshan Johnson. I mean, they didn't do anything to move him out of the 2 spot. So I mean, it feels like a decent pick yet.
Let's see. Oh yeah, that player is going to be there for me. We're fine.
Are you sure, Bruni?
Yeah, because
Oh.
there's just some guys I have way up the board. Like there's you like if you're using your rankings and they're right there, and then you flip over to ADP and you're just like, oh well, yeah, I've got a 30 pick buffer. Of course that guy's going to be there.
The Shoup family has Cam Scatterbo. Andrew.
Not tonight, you don't.
Has Zach Ertz.
Not tonight, you don't. He mine. He mine.
It's just, I mean, I took Zach Ertz again. It's just, you know, Zach Ertz or bust for your
Zach
boy
Ertz
here.
is also one of Zach Ertz right now is my most exposed tight end. Again, it's only like 6 drafts, but he's my most exposed. He is consistently picked by me about 10 picks ahead of ADP. So tonight I already had 2. So I had Kincaid and who was my other one? Kincaid was the bring back, and then Evan Ingram because you're a punta and you took Bo Nix.
Steve says among the starting QBs, I think Tua will comfortably be my lowest owned QB.
I don't know. Like, I mean, Patrick Mahomes is really high at his cost. Like, don't you think that he should be going after Baker?
Mahomes?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I mean,
I don't know. They're pretty close for me. I mean, I see the path for both of them. There's downside for both as well, obviously. I mean, I don't know. It's if the Chiefs get back to what we believed the Chiefs were always going to be with that high-powered passing offense, Mahomes will probably beat out Baker, right? But if they just continue on their just fucking begrudgingly awful, let's try to run the ball as much as we can and play good defense, it just won't work out. Steve
we got a little.
I think Mahomes should go over Baker. Yes to Bruni's question for me as well, for Meg. But I just know there's at least more upside. Also,
well, I mean, we've seen Baker finish top 5 now 2 years in a row. We've seen, or actually, I think he was 7 2 years ago. So top 10 2 years in a row. Mahomes is just declining. I mean, I'm not saying it's him, but the situation to me didn't get overwhelmingly better. You know, you would have loved to see them, draft, maybe something a little shinier at receiver, make a move still, like in free agency. Like, would you get excited if Amari Cooper went there?
No, but I mean, do I think it hurts? No. It doesn't excite me.
Definitely helps. Definitely helps some.
I would like if Keenan Allen went there more.
Yeah, that'd be dope. That'd be dopamine. I'd be into that. But he hasn't even been talking to them. He's been talking to like the Chargers and the 49ers. Wouldn't hate the 49ers either.
Steve says, where with Tua, there's some risk about Hill, and Waddle is inconsistent.
I just think that with Hill last year, like the play calling just went away from the deep threat, Like they weren't taking their shots. They weren't taking any risk.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, if we get, the Dolphins offense from 2 years ago, looking pretty good, right? But is that feasible? Also Matt Stafford just falling all the way down. I don't even care if I have to take him naked. I want a third QB, and I'll take Matt Stafford all day long here.
There you go. Yeah. Thoughts on Saints QB situation? Not touching it. Not touching it.
Yeah. Don't wanna if I don't have to a ton. A little bit.
I mean, you don't need to stack Olave. I mean, like
no.
Even if he's going to stay there, you don't need to stack Alvin Kamara. Even if he's going to stay there, I still think they're both out. That's just me. I think they're in the running for Arch Manning, and they're going to pivot off of this year. Yeah, I know. The Chad Candle saying the same thing. Took him at 1-3, and we're worried about a mid-third now. Skeptical, can't fully fade. You can't. I mean, the skill set is still there, and I don't want to like buy into the whole thing like he would get moved or something like that. But I still think that that's a possibility at the bare minimum, like the way that things are going down there. I don't want Jalen Waddle. He's either hurt or underperforming. People are overreacting to, one spike season of his career, if you will. And he's just living off of that. Contract wise, ADP wise, it's a bit out of hand. So he's someone that's way down my board. I like Hill. I like Jonnu. Obviously, I drafted Achane tonight. Can it all fall apart if Tua gets hurt? Sure. Quinn Ewers, you ready? You ready?
Jamie says, I'm here, guys. You can start the show now.
Sounds good, brother. Sounds good.
Yeah, thanks for checking in, Jamie. Also, it's funny. Jamie shouted us out on a show that he was on, and he got me and Mike Rob confused.
Yeah,
he was saying Bruni and Mike Rob. It was hilarious because he sent it to me, and I'm watching this. I'm like, oh, like thanks, dude. Like that was awesome. And I'm like, it dawned on me halfway through when he said Mike Rob twice. I'm like, oh man, he thinks Mike Rob is me, Rob. Like easily confused. I appreciate the shout out, but that was so funny. I'm like laughing. I'm like, oh, he's looking at Mike Rob as the Rob of the show. Pretty hilarious. That was awesome. Appreciate the shout out nonetheless, though. Coming into the last round, Broondog, what are you looking at?
I don't want to say they're going to take him.
Okay. I meant just position wise, but that's cool.
Probably tight end.
10-4.
I think someone just figured out who I'm going to take, though. Bastards.
Yeah, I'm looking like I want a third tight end, but I kind of want a sixth running back. Undecided what to do here.
Yeah, I had to go 6 RBs. I kind of parked at Achane for a long while from pick 17 to pick 89, so I definitely needed the 6.
Yeah, all good, Jamie. All good.
Little New York bring back there. Wow, that was a pretty big fall. Okay.
Steve obviously believing in Aaron Rodgers going to Pittsburgh. You got Calvin Austin there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. No, Aaron Rodgers is completely free. He took Adam Thielen too, so I know you're giving him a bad grade. His team actually looks pretty good from what I can see on the board here.
Yeah, Adam Thielen. That's a no-go
in round 14. Like you just stop. Like
Bruni, where's Hunter Renfrow on your team?
I didn't do that this week.
Okay,
I did Rico Dowdle this week. I'll do that one next week.
I'm excited that you did not do that. All right, you know what? I'm just gonna take the tight end. I'll just roll out 5 RBs. Let's do it, baby.
Dang, Ferguson over Higbee?
Yes. Damn. I believe in I don't need him. I would like him later in the season. So at the end, week 17, when I'm in the finals and Matt Stafford connects with him for 2 touchdowns and he scores me 20-something points, be happy about it.
All right, fair enough. I like my team, actually. It turned out all right, minus the lack of stacking.
Yeah. All right, let me pull back up the board here, get out of that screen. Okay, let's go in order here. I was in the 2 spots. Again, appreciate everyone hanging in with us doing the draft. Let's see here. I went 3-5-7-3. Got Bo Nix sniping on the old Broom dog. My bad. Apologize again. Michael Penix, Matt Stafford, Saquon Barkley, James Cook with the fall, Caleb Johnson, Roshan Johnson, J.K. Dobbins, the unrestricted free agent, hopefully going to a contender. That'll help me out there a little bit. Garrett Wilson, Marvin Harrison, DK Metcalf, Ricky Pearsall, Egbuka, Marvin Mims, and Jack Besh, Kyle Pitts, Zach Ertz, Terrence Ferguson. Bruni, roast away, buddy.
No, you're definitely docked at least a point for the snipe. So I'll just give you a flat 7. It's a good team.
Flat 7.
I don't love Penix and Stafford. I would have liked if you just paid up for Justin Fields, like I told you. So, just take the coaching, Andrew, please. It's just offered you on a platter. take the coaching.
Okay.
I
All right,
love the
all right.
Roshan pick, so the Roshan pick's been super consistent on my side of the fence.
Always. Yeah, Steve says, yeah, because I had Lamar Purdy, I felt Rodgers there was a luxury pick. If I had weaker QBs, I would have tried to get a better third. Yeah, no, I understand it. I mean, I was going to take Rodgers too because I had DK. Just decided to obviously go with the falling Stafford instead there. But all right, Bruni, you went 2-6-7-3. Josh Allen, CJ Stroud. That is a nice QB room there to start. Devon Achane, Najee Harris, Cam Scatterboo, Rashad White, Braylon Allen, Rico Dowdle, Malik Neighbors.
Couple of big falls there for the running backs.
Definitely here, a little bit here as well, slightly there. Yeah, I mean that's a pretty big one right there for old Rico. Malik Neighbors, Cortland Sutton, Calvin Ridley, Debo Samuel, Jaden Reed, Keenan Allen, Tyler Lockett, Evan Ingram, Dalton Kincaid, Theo Johnson. I like your quarterbacks a lot. Love your first 3 running backs are, feel like a pretty solid there. Got some upside here as well. If some of these guys go down, I think these guys would fill in quite nicely. So like the way that you built that RB room. Wide receivers, pretty solid through definitely 4, maybe 5, depending on, how the Green Bay wide receiver room shakes out. Keenan Allen, if he goes to a contender and, can kind of come back into his Bears form last year, that's a great pick too. Tyler Lockett, I don't love the Lockett personally, just because I don't know what the hell Tennessee's going to do with all the fuckery they have at wide receivers, but I understand the pick, not a bad pick at all. Evan Ingram, Dalton Kincaid, and Theo Johnson. Okay, I've seen you draft better tight end rooms, but Evan Ingram, at least something that you can hang your hat on, and I like Dalton Kincaid, so I like that as well. Man, it's a pretty solid, dude. I'm going to, 8-1. That might be your first 8 from me.
Yeah, it's only because you sniped me. I got like half a point from you sniping me out of a pity points.
No, I do like that. That is well put together. All right.
Yeah, different stuff here.
Let's head on over to Steve's team here. He went 3-5-8-2. Lamar Jackson, Brock Purdy, Aaron Rodgers, as we mentioned, Christian McCaffrey, Ken Walker, Aaron Jones, Jaden Blue, and Austin Eckler. Definitely, went nice here, and then just waited a ton and just took 2 guys that, Jaden Blue could eventually become the starter if they don't go out and get anybody. Austin Eckler, pretty solid pick overall. I don't think that we ever see him like just in a 3-down role. Even if B-Rob goes down, I think they would address that, but not a bad pick there. We know what he can do through the air for Washington. Wide receivers, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Xavier Worthy, Roma Dunze, Khalil Shakir, Adam Thielen, Dusty, DeAndre Hopkins, Darius Slayton, and Calvin Austin. Got some nice stacks in there. Obviously, love the Amon-Ra Worthy kind of top duo here. Dunze, we'll see what he comes into form maybe this year, second year in the league. I love Khalil Shakir. And tight ends, Mark Andrews, Jake Ferguson. I like that a whole lot. Both guys I like a ton. Bruni, what do you think of the team here?
Did he get who else does he have stacked with Lamar? He's got Andrews. Does he have Hopkins too?
Yes.
Yeah, so that's solid. Hopkins, where did Hopkins go for him? ADP?
179, right at ADP.
Okay, right at ADP. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I've drafted a lot of Hopkins actually already. I mean, if he ever comes back into even slight form of what we saw from DeAndre Hopkins before, great pick at 179 on a team that's going to score some points. Like
they're just in the red zone a lot. I think that's what you like.
Definitely. He's very sure-handed. So I'm just forget what you saw in the Super Bowl with that terrible drop, and just remember what we used to see from DeAndre Hopkins when Kyler Murray was chucking up that end of the game ball versus the Bills, and he's just jump manning people.
A while ago now. It's a while ago.
Oh, and he has Bateman. He said.
Oh, he does have Bateman.
No, he said. Wait, what? He says. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't have Bateman.
He doesn't have Bateman.
He said. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'd say slightly better than your team, so like 7.75.
Yeah, I like the team. I'm gonna go.
I don't really love the Aaron Rodgers pick. I guess. I like the late round stacking, but I think I still probably grab the third tight end over the third QB here.
Yeah. Did he? If it was me, I would have stopped with Jackson and Purdy personally. But I know that they like the 3 QBs. He said he does 75% of the time.
Yeah. Steve, no, I get it.
Looking back at the team, would you have traded Aaron Rodgers out for, let's say, another running back here somewhere along the way? Like, would you have done that? Like, do you feel like you're pigeonholing yourself into 3 QBs at all, Steve? Like, knowing that you want to do that, like, do you ever feel like you kind of make yourself do it because you want to do it? Just curious there, because like I wouldn't have done it personally, but I like Jackson and Purdy. Like those are two guys I feel good going into a season with just two of those guys.
Yeah, I mean you have a lock at top 5 with Lamar. So
Yeah.
I mean, I think the player that averaged the most points per game, period. I think like over the last 2 seasons.
I said no. I knew I was going either 3 QB or 3 tight end.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Aaron Rodgers is going to score 1 billion more points than whatever tight end you draft in round 18. I get that, but it would have been, I think, even more sick if you had did like Lamar and Aaron Rodgers. I think that would be brilliant, just because you do get him so late and he's so free. But hey, if you're drafted next to Andrew, you just let some people fall like Justin Fields. Like they know.
Oh, what a tremendous content moment we had there.
But easily a player that can put up 250 points coming out of the last round. That's amazing right now. I love that value, and he is going to go up. But I think, in his scenario where he's good, like he's solid. He has Lamar Jackson, the guy who's averaged the most points per game across the last 2 years. Like you're set. You're good. So go after the tight end, because Andrews and Fergie, I have them combined on a dynasty team. I know that they lay eggs. I see it. It happens. It hurts when it does. So yeah, I feel like a little bit more exposed to risk there.
Yeah, like honestly, like I wouldn't even take another tight end. I would have taken a running back, to be honest. Like I would have just went 2 and 2.
He has a couple of really good guys, like CMC. Okay, that's a lock to start. Who else? Ken Walker. I mean, if he's at form, lock
Aaron
to start.
Jones. Like
Aaron Rodgers gets the
some
volume,
of these guys can get hurt. When I say some of them, I mean all of them we've seen get hurt here at the top. I would have just preferred a 6th over the 3rd QB, but hey,
like you said,
right? Steve won a ton of
me.
money and we didn't, so fuck do we know?
Yeah, it's true. That is true.
No, that was good. Good draft overall. I think hey, we got to pump up those rookie numbers though. Only a fan speak draft here, people. What are we doing? Come on. I mean, Jeff T's out of it. We understand he's out of the country. We understand, but Wiles, Mike Raub, do better. Come on. What are you guys doing? Let's go.
Come donate the money. Pay the rate.
Steven WC, get in here with us, brother. Let's go. What are we doing?
Uh-oh. What did he say? Jamie said, FF counselor said Lamar's going to suck going forward. Little does he know that dude sucks. His content would be better if he was muted his mic. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. I think he also had what was his name? Oh my gosh, the running back in Arizona. It's going to drive me crazy. David
Johnson?
David Johnson, yeah. Like the year that David Johnson fell apart, that guy drafted a fuck ton of David Johnson 101. It was hilarious.
Jamie, shout out to Mike Raub.
All right, awesome show, everybody. Appreciate you hopping in the streets with us, mostly Steve, but love kicking it here in the chat. Appreciate all of you. And Andrew, anything to share before we head out?
No, come back Wednesday, draft with us again. Appreciate everyone. Again, if you haven't already, Best Ball subscription, win the rookie cards. We'll be trying to do some giveaways for the people who do have Best Ball subscriptions with us. So you might as well get in now before a bunch of other people do. And then that's a better chance that you can win some of these giveaways. So appreciate everyone and see you all Wednesday. Bruni, take us out, buddy.
Take care. Be well. Be good, everybody. If you can't be good at it. We'll see you.